Hi everyone, my name is Omar Lakani and welcome back to my Java tutorials. So in this channel I make Java videos every day, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. Okay, so in my previous video I taught you guys Java Math.random. Why do we use Java Math.random? What's the main purpose of using it? What are the main rules behind it? And that Java Math.random is a method, so you have to write those parentheses. And Math.round is also Math.random. Yeah, it's a method. Math.random, it's a method. So yeah, you have to write those parentheses because I've already told you guys that whenever you write a method or a built-in method, like for example that starts with math dot stuff like that, you have to write those parentheses because it's obligatory and it might be useful, or it might be just like for Java, or you might also write those some values inside the parentheses of the Math.random or any Math.java built-in method. Okay, so first of all, what is Java Math.round, or we can also say Java Math.rnd? What is that? Well, basically Java Math.rnd or Math.round basically rounds the number to its closest value or its closest number. Like for example, if you're confused or you can't understand what I'm gonna show you an example. Like for example 7.5, so it's gonna round it to the closest value, like 7.5. Is it closest to the 8.0 to 8 or 7.0? Look, it's like it's closest to 8.0, isn't it? Like it's going like more, like it's not like like 7.5, like it's gonna be 8.0. Like it's not greater than, it's not like less than 5. It is like it's just 5 itself. Like when we use like rounding in math, like it needs to be like if a number is less than 5, like with the decimal number, like for example 4.4, so this decimal value after is less than 5. So whenever it's like a less than 5, or we can also say 3 or 2, it means that it's closest to 0, so which is gonna stay at which is gonna be 4.0, like 4, like it's gonna stay the same. 4.6, so yeah, it's greater than 5, or yeah, like it's just like Java, like the math, Math.round, sorry. It's just like rounding values, rounding values to its closest like number. It's just like normal math in reality. Okay, so it has set a condition is greater than 5 or equal to 5. So if it's 5, it means it's closest to 5.0, and if it's 6, 7, or we'll write 6, it is closest to 5. But if it's 4.4, it's closest to 4.0. So yeah. So we can also use some examples by using Java Math.round, not like 7.5 and like that. Like Java won't understand what do you mean by that. So yeah, we have to write a full code for that, So yeah. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you some examples by using Java Math.round, and also a small program, so that you can understand better what I'm trying to say. So first of all, how do we write Java Math.random? sorry, not Java Math.random, Math.round. First of all, we'll write int any variable name, like for example round is equals to, int round is equals to int round is equals to math, math, I'm capital, don't forget it, math.round. So since math.round is a method, we need to put those parentheses. It's obligatory because it's a built-in method, and it will be useful to write values in it that we want to be rounded. So int round is equals to math.round. So in the parentheses of it, we're gonna be writing 6, or any like a value we want to be rounded. And I guess we can round like integer values and decimal values. So yeah, we just wanna check out it. So yeah, 6. So when we execute this code, so yeah, it's gonna stay the same, which is 6, but 65. It's gonna stay the same 65 because like it won't round anything, no, because for that we need to use decimal numbers. If you use int, it won't round anything, okay? So yeah, so you need to use double for the decimal, or you can also use float, I guess. So it's your choice, but double is much more better, okay? Like with double, like it's also like int and like decimal numbers, okay? So yeah, you can put decimal values in it. So 6.7. So yeah, so here Java can round 6.7. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that it's gonna round to its closest value. So yeah, so what will happen if we execute this code? Well, first of all, we need to execute this code. So when we execute this code, then 7.0, it rounded to its closest value. It's greater than 5. Like it's not equal to 5. You know, it's yeah, it's just like Java. Like it has set the condition greater than or equal to, like the actual round, like of the math. So yeah, so this one is greater than 5. Not like this one. Yeah, this one is greater than 5, but it will ignore this one. It will let this value be the same, but it will change the decimal value, okay? It will never ever change, I mean, it will change the decimal value and this one. But it will never ever change if you put like the less than 5. So yeah, it will never ever change the value here, like 6. Look, it remained the same. Look, I can show you it to you in the console. Wait, let me just put it up. Yeah, look, 6.0, it stayed the same as before, but it removed the 6.4 because it's less than 5, so it became 6.0. Okay, and also there are 2 different ways to write Java Math.round. So what are the 2 different ways of writing Java Math.round? Well, basically you can write Java Math.round like this, or you can write it directly in the system.out.println. So, like for example, math. So yeah, system.out.println math dot no, not random. I always get confused with Java Math.random and Java Math.round. Yeah, Math.round, and then parentheses because it's method, and then we'll write a decimal value 7.5. So yeah, like here, when you write it directly like in the system.out.println, it won't print like the 0.0 after it. Like it will ignore it. So yeah, like if you don't want that like to ignore or stuff like that, then you have to write it directly and then print the variable name, just like I showed you before. Or you can just simply do like this one, I guess. It's your choice. So yeah, 8. Look, instead of 8.0, look, 7.5. It rounded it to its closest value. And also we can set a limit, like for example, like look, 7.5, and we want it to be 750. So how can we do that? We will add an aesthetic 100. So it will round it like up to like the like a limit we set, like the 100. So it's gonna become 750. Yeah, look, 750, or like with the decimal value 750.0 point 0 0.0. Yeah, so now these were some examples I just showed you before. Now let's write a tiny a program, okay, with it. So yeah, which can be useful like if you still don't understand, or like you just want to warm up, like, or have some like practice. So yeah, so we can have some. So first of all, we will start off by writing double round is equals to any random value, decimal random value, sorry, 78.43. Then semicolon as usual, and then system.out.println. System.out.println. What should I? Yeah. No. Yeah, wait. Before. Oops, not here. B system. No, not here. Not. Yeah, here. Before rounding the number, and then colon, and then after the quotation marks, we're gonna be writing round plus round, so that we can simply print like what was the main value before, and what was like before, like the main value, which is 78.43. like it's just gonna be before rounding the number, and then after rounding the number. So how can we do like to know like how after rounding the number? Well, it's the same thing that we used earlier. So for that, like instead of double round, no, like we have already set it to double, right? So we have to remove this double. Just write round is equals to Math.round, and then parentheses, and then semicolon, and then in the parentheses you should not write your value you want to be rounded. You want like the round to be like the value of the round to be rounded, right? So you have to write the variable round so that the value of the variable round can be rounded. So Math.round, round, semicolon, and then system.out.println after rounding the number, and then colon, and then plus round. So yeah, it won't print the value before, which was 78.43, but instead here, before printing the after rounding the number plus round, we did something here. We did round is equals to Math.round, and then parentheses round. So yeah. So here it's gonna print something else, and here it's gonna print something else. It's not gonna print the same thing. So when we execute this code, it's gonna give us the result. Wait. Yeah, look. Before rounding the number, 78.43. So this was our current value, and then after being rounded 78.0. So why did 78.43 became 0? Well, look, 78.4 like 4. Look, it's less than like 5, right? So this this value, the 3 became 0, and this one this one like just simply got removed, the 3, and but it checked this one. This one is less than 5, right? So like less than 5, so it's gonna be 0. So that's why it became 78.0. But like for example, I set it to another value, 78.99. So when we execute this code, it's gonna become 79.0 because look, it checked the value. Is it greater than 5? Yes, it is. Then it rounded it to its closest value or number, which is 79.0. And yeah guys, that's it for today's video. So make sure to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell too, so that you won't miss out any of my videos. And yeah guys, have a nice day. Bye.